All right, let me give you a quick introduction to some resources that you may or may not be paying attention to, but I really think you should, and I need you to. So I'm going to do some changes to the website and format to give you a greater focus on these tools. Now here's our Course Compass page where I have the regular course home as the introduction or entry point, which I'm going to move. I liked it because it had the calendar there, and it had, actually let me spread it open, it had a way to keep track of your assignment progress, and it also had the introduction to the things you have to install to make sure that the program is going to work right. But now that we've been through this enough, we've got enough of an idea of what we have and don't have and what we need. I'm going to move the Piazza discussion board to the top. So that will be your introduction page. And then because we also seem to be missing some of these other valuable tools like the multimedia library or the tools for success and also the textbook, I'm going to move these up. So you'll see a reordering here, and homework will still be available. It'll just be further below because I think we need to learn it before we do the homework. Even though I do understand some of you guys are on a time crunch and a lot of learning takes place while you're doing the homework, I'm just going to reorder it in a more preferential format. Okay, now you can open Piazza Insight here within the window, or you can open Piazza as a separate web page, a separate tab. And we're not using Piazza as well as we could, so I want to give you a few pointers on how to use Piazza. First of all, each time I reference in some of the posts to the search menu, here is what I'm referring to. It's this search bar right here where you can say, oh, he talked about a video, I don't remember any of the videos, so let me just go ahead and look up HTTP. And that's because I put the URLs in without any special changes to them. And you could put in HTTP, and then you'd see all the things that had videos in them. And you could see, now you're not going to see my private ones, obviously, but you'd be able to see something like, okay, section 2.4, number 2. Someone had asked a homework question about that, and he posted a video. Now you can collapse this right here, or open it whenever you need it. So this is a question I talked about earlier and I made a video for, and then I put the video there. So if you want to check out old videos, and then there was also some great answers by other students. If you want to check out the videos, you could type in HTTP. Or if you wanted to look up something about the midterm, I know he talked about things to dealing with the midterm. What did he say? You'll see here the different discussions that we've had. So anyway, that's the way that you use the search tool. Now searching is a lot easier if when you make posts, you tag them. So you'll see here that Laura did a good job, gave a good example of tagging right here. She recently asked another one. Yeah, that's section 3.2, number 17. And again, she tagged it. So when you're posting your questions, if you tag them, that really helps. Okay, now in addition, I had some questions about where the Dropbox was and where other things were. I have the course page right here. And so if you click the course page, you can click resources. It's different in the mobile app. So if you're using the Piazza mobile app, look around usually it's this left panel that will open up. Look up course page and then choose resources. So in here, I have the Dropbox link linked. I have that weekly calendar linked. And then I have some video homework questions linked. And these are not in YouTube. These are from 3 years back. So for Laura's question today about the nth root or finding the geometric mean, I just went ahead and gave her links or readdressed these links from previous semesters. Now those are actually coming out of Screencast, and so unlike YouTube, they don't play very well on mobile devices unless they have an Adobe Flash Player. But since you're probably doing the homework at the time that you go to look up that question or ask a question, it probably is fine for me to respond with the link to Screencast. because you'll probably be using a device that has Flash. So you'll see I have old videos here. Now I'm moving away from using those, and I'm starting to use YouTube a lot more. There's that geometric mean one. So you'll start to see more of the YouTube links. But I'm not using listed YouTube links, so you really do need to follow along, and when there's a question asked, go to that question and see if I posted a video for it. Because those videos on my account will show, and you can have access to through the actual URL I post, but they're unlisted. So in the public view of my YouTube page, they're not showing. Just old videos from previous semesters, which are also helpful. So anyhow, so those are the screencast videos. That is using Piazza better with the resources that are already there. Let me see if there's anything else down here. Oh, I have old lecture notes from a couple years back. Another link to our Dropbox and our YouTube page, and then go back to the question and answers. So I think you'll find it a lot easier to navigate if you use tags when you're posting your problems, and if you use the search when you're looking up items. Now I'm a little confused because I see 90 people enrolled on Piazza, but I only have 83 people enrolled in our Course Compass pages. I think that may have something to do with people adding late and not getting their course material in time. And if that's the case, I'm sorry that you didn't add on, or you didn't get your material on time, but I have to keep a deadline. And then if you also are stuck in the homework and I'm not seeing you progressing, it might also be because I have prerequisites that I set. I set these prerequisites after I allowed you guys to do the late homework. I thought it was a fair trade, so that I try to help you keep up on your homework better. So these prerequisites, though, are a problem for students that have let a few assignments get behind, because now they can't access those assignments. And I'm not really seeing a lot of messages for people in those cases. Now, if you have a problem that you need to ask me in Piazza. Don't send me an email. I've asked you to start using Piazza with private messages if you want to send something private, or otherwise open messages for all of us to discuss, please. So I'm going to go ahead right now, actually, as I'm discussing. I'm going to turn off the prerequisites for Chapter 1 and 2. Those would be the only ones in your way right now, because you guys should be working on Chapters 3 and 4. So I'll disable those prerequisites right now, but they are advancing prerequisites. So they start out with the 2% requirement, then 4%, then 6%, then 8%, and so on. So you will need to be more serious about your time allocation and management, and by the end of the semester we'll have a whopping 68% required before you can finish the last homework assignment, which is 12.2. So you don't even have to pass that previous homework assignment, and none of these do you actually have to pass to be able to move on. But that's the way that's going. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to post this video here in Piazza. I'm going to start managing more of these Piazza things in another way. I'll archive certain messages that don't seem applicable, and I'll keep doing the favorites like I am, which bring others to your attention. So please ask me a question if you're trying to learn how to use these systems. Try to ask each other, and hopefully we're doing okay.